So guys, Alexander Usyk knocks out Tony the Bomber Bellew in the 8th round. A devastating stoppage. You know, you feel for Tony Bellew. You know, he had a great career, an overachiever in the sport. Did very well first couple of rounds. But you know, Usyk in the end showed his class, showed why he is one of the best fighters in the world today. He's an exceptional fighter, Alexander Usyk. You know, he's an exceptional talent. I said to you guys before that I think Usyk is special, and I actually thought that Usyk would knock out Tony Bellew. I'm here with Salman. What did you think? What did you think of the fight? What did you think? What did you make of Usyk? Because the first time you actually saw him, live in a live. In a complete
well,
fight.
I thought the first 5 rounds were quite competitive. I just thought Tony Bellew started to fade through the middle rounds. Maybe that could be down to him having to lose weight, coming from he's been at heavyweight for a couple of years, but nevertheless, the way Usyk stopped him in the end was absolutely, like, you have to give him credit. There's no excuses, and Usyk deserves all the respect, and I think now he can push on from this performance and easily go on to heavyweight and, you know, give the likes of Anthony Joshua, Wilder, Fury, Dylan White some serious problems.
Yeah, I think I was so impressed with Usyk. You know, early on I was like, what's going on here? Bellew's doing well. But actually, what actually happened, I think Bellew doing all the showboating and doing all of that actually might have hurt him, because I felt like he got tired. And what impressed me about Usyk, I'm pretty sure all you guys watched the fight, was the fact that Bellew's known as a puncher. Usyk kept coming. He kept coming. He literally was... I think that's what tired Tony Bellew out. The fact that this man was always, like Gennady Golovkin style, just on top of you. And he was landing some big blows, especially in the later rounds. He started landing some big blows, and he was always on top of Tony Bellew. And about round 6, I think it was round 5 or 6, where at the end of the round, he caught Bellew with a big shot, and Bellew wobbled a little bit. And it's after 6 rounds, whenever Usyk was landing that left especially, Bellew started wobbling. His body started shaking and wobbling. And you started thinking the writing was on the wall. The writing was on the wall, you know. The fact that the way that early on the first couple of rounds didn't go Usyk's way, in the sense, I don't think he was massively in trouble, or he was losing the fight. That, you know, it was just the fact that Bellew was, you know, fresh, and he was boxing well. And I think Bellew is an underrated boxer, but I just think the fact that Alexander Usyk stayed so calm under pressure, and when the first couple of rounds weren't going his way, he managed to turn it around. You know, you have to give the man a lot of credit, you know, because he turned the fight around. And you have to give the man a lot of credit for turning, you know, the tide, really. And that just shows how great he is when it's not really going your way, and you're able to turn it around and then stop the guy in devastating fashion. That wasn't a normal knockout. That was what you call a devastating.
I thought in the last round, personally, I've seen that coming, because Bellew seemed really lethargical and he seemed very, very tired. I didn't think it would come in that devastating fashion. I thought maybe Bellew, he might get knocked down and maybe come back up. But
what did you make of the stoppage? Referee made the perfect...
No, I think he definitely made the right decision. I think he was knocked spark out there. That was a brutal left hand that connected round the chin, and he was trying to get up. But even Eddie Hearn walked up to him. He knew that punch was just connected on the right spot. Plus, he was tired. I knew the fight was over there, and the referee, when a fighter drops the way he did with his legs wide open, the referee has to stop it. The referee can't just allow the fighter to get back up unless he's in a physical state to get back up. And even if he had got back up, he would have got battered. He would have got knocked out eventually.
What did you make of Usyk in the sense?
To be fair, I thought to be fair, as the judges had Bellew up a couple of rounds, 2 of the judges, and 1 had a draw. Personally, I think that a draw was the right... Going into the 8th round, I think it was a draw.
But I think it was one-way traffic from now on.
Yeah. From the 8th round, you could see Bellew was fading after the 6th round. You could see that Bellew hadn't got him out.
Why do you think that was, though? Because Usyk didn't look like he'd been in a fight.
Because you got to realise sometimes as I said, it might have been the weight. Maybe Bellew's not as physically fit. I'm not too sure, but maybe
he's physically fit. He's physically fit.
Because I think
you know what it was. It was the fact that Usyk was putting a lot of mental pressure on him. I think Bellew was catching him with big shots, and Usyk kept moving forward. He kept moving forward, and he wasn't giving Bellew any space. He wasn't giving Bellew. He was on top of him all the time. If you look at it, Bellew was always on the back foot in the fight.
Bellew was trying to counter from the ropes,
but it wasn't. I think he felt Usyk's power. I think he felt Usyk's power, and he thought, you know what, I need to go on the back, because Bellew don't fight like that. He didn't fight like that against David. He wasn't on the back foot.
Yeah, but I think he started after the sixth round. You could see slight glimpses of him fading, and I think that's what.
Yeah, but
that's the reason why.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, he didn't.
Left. When you're tired, you leave yourself open.
He didn't fade. He faded because Usyk was in front of him and made him fade. You don't fade. He didn't fade against him.
He was trying a lot of different things in the ring as well. Like he was trying to be, a bit awkward. Like that's not how he fights. He's really just a normal up and down fighter. He doesn't really try any trickery.
He was trying to. I think he was trying different things. If you look at it, he was trying to be innovative. He was trying to do a lot.
And I think that's not him. It was really unnatural.
I think that tired him out. I think that really tired him out because Usyk was just being Usyk. He wasn't.
But to be honest, as I've seen Tony Bellew fade, I think he would have lost the fight anyways. Like if it had gone on to points eventually, because Usyk was getting into his element, and he just looked like he was getting to him. Like, you don't get me wrong, the first 5 rounds I had Tony Bellew ahead. But then after that,
it's not really how you start, it's how you finish.
It's about how you finish.
I don't think Usyk was in trouble at any time in the fight.
I wouldn't say Tony Bellew caught Usyk with a shot where he wobbled or anything.
And even I know we were thinking when we were watching the first couple of rounds that Bellew's doing really well. He's getting on. But I think Usyk never really felt he was ever under trouble. He was just like I'll get him.
Maybe he knew that he'll fade eventually with my pressure. And obviously it paid off. And you gotta give him respect, because you gotta realize that he had to change his strategy in there to beat Tony Bellew, because at the start he was really hesitant to throw, and then obviously he stepped up the work rate. So you have to give him a lot of credit.
You know why
the first couple of rounds,
I give Usyk a lot of credit, because I don't think he's had to do much. I think it was so easy. I don't mean that in a disrespectful way to Bellew. I just think he made it look so easy. Like, if you look at him at the end of the fight, he was so fresh.
To be honest, it wasn't. To be honest, it wasn't a fight where he was just.
But look at Bellew at the end. Look at Bellew's face, and look at Usyk at the end. He was fresh. He didn't look like he'd been in a fight. He didn't look tired.
Yeah, he didn't really look tired. Tony Bellew looked completely gone. He looked like he got finished. He had given everything and he couldn't give any more.
And that
sparked up.
And that was. You feel sorry for Bellew, because obviously Bellew's done a lot. He's overachiever. He's got it at the end. It was horrible.
To be honest, if you look at it in the 15 fights, I don't think anyone's given Usyk even drawn with Usyk. He's outclassed really everyone. No one's even won a round against him. So you have to give Bellew a bit of props as well.
But the problem was, it's like, all right, but when you see how the fight played out, you look at it that Usyk would have won the fight easily on points anyway. And even if the fight, because it was only one-way traffic, but then even if he was down or whatever, that was a savage knockout, for him to get there. And people, what do you make of the fact that people were saying Usyk's not even a big puncher, yet he knocked him clean out like that? And that was a big left hand. That wasn't a small left hand. That was a big left hand. That would have knocked most guys out.
Yeah, it was a very, very, certainly when he connected it properly. That was
a
flush shot, and he was gone. And Tony Bellew, he gets back up when he gets knocked down. He's one of those type of guys.
But you know what?
But that one, you could just tell he had lost his senses.
He was. I think before that punch had detonated on his chin, I think he was already finished. I think the fight, because you could tell he was open. He was open to big shots.
Yeah.
And you can't be open in front of someone like Usyk. You know what I mean? If you,
to be honest, with any half decent punch, if you're open, you're gonna get knocked out, aren't you?
Yeah. Anybody that can.
Even a Dillian White, if you leave your hands, if you're completely gone, you're gonna get knocked out.
Just imagine if Tony Bellew was in there with Dillian White. I don't think Dillian White could do that to him. I don't think Dillian White could do the way Usyk just.
No, I don't. Definitely. I don't think Dillian White's not even half as good as Usyk's class.
Yeah.
But hopefully he can now move on to heavyweight, because that's where he's going to make his cement his legacy now. Obviously, he's done it at cruiserweight, but now the test, whether he'll be able to beat Wilder, whether he'll be able to beat Fury, whether he'll be able to beat Joshua.
Really, is those guys. You don't really see anybody else.
But I don't think he'll move directly to those guys. Maybe he might have a tune-up
or
fight.
Even Ortiz.
Might,
Ortiz.
Someone like Ortiz, he might fight. To be honest, that's what what next step should be.
You know what? And actually, I think Usyk really was in a position where if he had gone points with Tony Bellew, people would have said, "Oh, Joshua would beat him." Like, the fact that he scored such a brutal knockout, people are looking at Usyk and thinking he could beat Joshua. He could beat Joshua. And actually, I think, in my opinion, I think Joshua's a great fighter, but he's not technically a better boxer than Alexander Usyk. And Usyk is exceptionally talented, and his amateur pedigree, his medals, and just what he's won, and the fact that he's done, like, we thought what Joshua did at heavyweight has been impressive, but this guy's cleaned everything up in 16 fights, and he's fought the best, and he's really done it easy. He's done it easy. If you look at it, you can't say he's been under pressure. Joshua's been down, he's been hurt, there's been a lot of close fights. With Usyk, it's been easy. It's been
I wouldn't say it's been close fights.
What, Klitschko wasn't a close fight?
That's only one fight.
No,
all the rest he's schooled.
But what I mean is he's been in trouble. Like, he's been wobbled by Dillian White. He's been, that's what I'm saying. He's been in trouble in fights.
Yeah,
this man's not been in trouble.
No,
he's never been in trouble. Do you know what I mean? And he's fought some quality fighters. He's never been. You can't say Usyk's been dropped or he's been wobbled or And if it was a guy that you could say, okay, yeah, you know what, we still got to see him tested. The problem is this man's had 350 amateur fights. He's only lost 15. 350 amateur fights and he only lost 15. He's won 335 fights.
Serious.
His friend Lomachenko's had 400 fights and he's only lost 399.
That's crazy.
So these guys, Lomachenko and Usyk, they're no joke. They're the best out there. They're the best fighters out there. They're the best guys out there. And Usyk, for me, pound for pound, he's up there with Crawford and Lomachenko, for sure. I think after that performance, the way he knocked Bellew out, it was savage. It wasn't it was a bad knockout. It was a bad knockout.
Yeah, it was a bad knockout, yeah. But
it wasn't
I think to completely cement his legacy, he'd have to go up to heavyweight. He has to go up to heavyweight and fight the top. If he can do the same at cruiserweight what he did at heavyweight.
Okay, if I was to put you on the spot right now, obviously the Joshua fight's going to be marinated. It's not going to happen yet. We have to see Usyk at heavyweight.
Joshua's going to fight all the other top
names. If Usyk fights Dillian White, who would you favour in that fight?
Usyk. Going on this performance, Usyk.
Usyk is what? Do you think Usyk knocks White out?
If White starts,
I think
if White starts to get lethargical and tired at Tony Bellew, then definitely knockout. Yeah.
You know what? And
spark.
Really? The fact that Usyk didn't even look tired. He didn't look like he'd been like. Tony Bellew looked like I don't know. Yes, Usyk was putting a lot of mental pressure and he was landing his left shot. But what that tells me that Usyk can punch. Usyk can punch.
As well. Yeah.
Usyk can punch. And. He's a world-class fighter, and he's going to take some beating. But yeah, guys, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Tony Bellew is somebody that, I've watched a lot. I've been watching boxing for a long time now, and Tony Bellew is somebody I know he's never probably going to fight again. He's had a great career. But he's given the British fight fans some great, exciting fights. He's given the fight fans some horrible fights in the Cleverly. But one thing you have to say about this guy is this man's got a heart of a lion. Like, he went out today. He went out on his shield. He literally had nothing left at the end. And you have to give him massive respect. This is a guy that's probably technically not the most gifted, but he's got everything out of himself just through determination. He's so determined. Like, Matthew Macklin summed it up really well, that he's probably one of the best self-promoters as well. He made me think that, has he got a chance here? I knew how good Usyk was, but there was times where I was thinking, is Bellew going to do this? Is Bellew going to beat him? You know, because the way he was making it, the way he was talking, so you have to give Bellew a lot of credit. You know, he's been a great servant for British boxing. But I think he summed it up that Usyk's just better than me. Usyk's just better than me. That's the difference between a world-class fighter and an elite level fighter. And we're not just any old elite level fighter. This guy, in my opinion, once he goes to heavyweight and shows everybody how good he is at heavyweight, he will go down as one of the greats, in my opinion, eventually. He's that good. He's that good, you know?
But the thing is, when he goes up to heavyweight, that would be his greatest test because obviously of the weight, and you know, some of them are really big. Don't get me wrong, he'll beat most of them. He'll beat most of them.
If he goes up and beats someone like Joshua, you're probably looking at one of the greatest fighters, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
You know.
But the thing is, if he goes up, the thing is, all right, fair enough, he beats Joshua, but then if he then beats Tyson Fury, Wilder, then that's then you gotta.
But you gotta realize we don't know.
We don't know when he goes up into weight. When he goes up weight, he might be a lot slower as well.
Okay. Well, the other thing is, Andre Ward was probably thinking, if Andre Ward comes out of retirement to fight Usyk, who would you fancy?
No, Andre Ward, no chance. No, Andre Ward's a genius, man. He's
not gonna be. You know what? I totally disagree. I think Usyk knocks Ward out. I think Usyk knocks Ward out. Usyk's a lot bigger. Usyk's a lot bigger. He's very, very skillful.
I think Andre Ward's a bit too small. I don't know whether he's that big.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think that fight should happen.
Usyk's very big and Usyk's very skillful. Usyk's very, very skillful.
Just like, I think, did Ward move up to light heavyweight, or was it to fight Kovalev? Was that
and he got knocked down in that fight.
Yeah. I don't think he just about made light heavyweight. He's nowhere near it. He's not.
You're talking about a 25-pound difference.
No, he's not gonna. He'd be an idiot to do that. But
I don't think Usyk would really want that. But I think Usyk wants to move up to fight.
He'd rather move up to heavyweight, fight the likes of Joshua Wilder, Tyson Fury, whatever happens, whoever's in the mix. Then fight the top dogs there now. Because the thing is, in the cruiserweight division, there's not much competition. You see, there's not many guys you can say that this guy's an Olympic gold medalist. You got to realize he's got the likes of Joshua. That's another Olympic gold medalist. He can fight Alexander Povetkin. He can fight all these other names. So I think what he should do first is build up in the heavyweight. Don't just jump straight to the top dogs, because that could be a risk. First, fight a couple of fights in the heavyweight and then just take it from there.
So yeah, guys, Alexander Usyk is the king, cruiserweight king. You know, he's the undisputed cruiserweight champion. And Tony Bellew finishes his career. Nothing to be ashamed of. Had a great career, overachieved in his career, did many big things, won a world title, did a lot of things that most people didn't think he could achieve, overachieved, and like I said, he's just a great person and a great fighter, really. You know, he wears his heart on his sleeve. He did great things in the sport. Massive credit to someone like Bellew. And I think the show goes on. But yeah, guys, leave your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you thought of the fight. How do you think Usyk gets on with the rest of his career? His future looks bright. And guys, I will see you in the... guys, remember to please like, share and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video.